You've been told calcium is the key to strong bones, but what if that's only half the truth? Dr. Hinohara lived to 105, not just walking, but dancing. And he didn't rely on pills or powders. Instead, he ate 3 simple foods almost every day. Foods most Western doctors never mention. And those may be the reason he never broke a bone. In the United States, nearly 1 in 2 women over 50 will break a bone because of osteoporosis. Men aren't far behind. And yet, most people only realize their bones are weak after a fall. Meanwhile, in Japan, especially in rural areas where people follow traditional eating habits, bone fracture rates are lower, mobility stays high well into old age, and elders live with dignity. So, what's the difference? Is it just genetics? Not quite. It's lifestyle. And more importantly, what's on the plate? Let's walk through the 3 foods Dr. Hinohara ate regularly, and what modern science now confirms about their power to protect your bones after 60. Food number 1, natto, fermented soybeans. Strong bones don't just depend on how much calcium you consume, but where that calcium ends up. And this is where vitamin K2 becomes crucial. It acts like a traffic cop, directing calcium to the bones where it belongs, and keeping it out of arteries and soft tissues, where it could do harm. Without enough K2, calcium may quietly accumulate in the wrong places, increasing the risk of arterial calcification, joint stiffness, or even kidney stones, especially in adults over 60 who take calcium supplements daily. That's what makes natto so special. Natto, a traditional Japanese breakfast food made by fermenting soybeans with Bacillus subtilis, contains some of the highest natural levels of vitamin K2, specifically MK7, found in any food. Just 1 serving can provide several days' worth of this bone-targeting nutrient. And unlike vitamin K1, which you get from leafy greens, K2 is fat-soluble and specifically helps activate proteins that bind calcium into the bone matrix. Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, who lived beyond 105 with full mobility and sharp mental clarity, was known to eat natto regularly. To him, it wasn't just a food, it was a quiet form of daily medicine. Claire, 63, can relate. After her DEXA scan revealed signs of osteopenia, her doctor recommended a calcium supplement, but Claire dug deeper. I learned that calcium alone isn't enough, she says. If it doesn't get into your bones, what's the point? She decided to try natto. The first time she opened the pack, the smell hit her hard. It's like cheesy socks, she laughs. And the texture? Slimy, sticky, odd. But she gave it a chance. A few months later, another scan showed her bone loss had slowed. More importantly, she felt better, more stable on stairs, fewer random aches. Now, it's my weird little superfood, she smiles. I don't love the taste, but I love what it's doing for me. If you can get past the texture, natto is a nutritional powerhouse. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons, 3 times a week is enough to meaningfully boost K2 levels. Eat it cold, mixed with rice and a dash of soy sauce or mustard. Always choose unpasteurized, refrigerated natto, the kind sold in Japanese or Korean markets. The fermentation gives it its unique texture, but also preserves its nutrients. If natto truly isn't for you, don't worry. Other foods like aged cheeses, Gouda, brie, pasture-raised egg yolks, and grass-fed liver contain moderate amounts of K2. But natto remains king, especially when bone health is your priority. For Dr. Hinohara, that slimy bean wasn't just breakfast. It was part of a lifelong formula to stay upright, independent, and strong, long past the age most people give up. Food number 2, miso soup, fermented soy paste, plus seaweed, plus tofu. Bone loss after age 60 doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, silent, and often invisible until it becomes dangerous. And for many women, the risk accelerates after menopause when estrogen levels fall. Estrogen plays a crucial role in maintaining bone density. Its decline is a major driver of osteoporosis. That's where isoflavones come in, plant-based compounds found in soy that mimic the effects of estrogen, helping reduce bone breakdown and promote bone rebuilding. Enter miso soup, a traditional Japanese staple made from fermented soybeans. Miso is rich in genistein and daidzein, two powerful isoflavones that support hormonal balance and bone strength, especially in postmenopausal women. It also provides magnesium and calcium, two essential minerals for bone structure, and is naturally alkalizing, which can reduce calcium loss caused by acidic diets. But perhaps even more importantly, miso is fermented. Why does that matter? Fermented foods promote gut health, which is increasingly recognized as a key factor in nutrient absorption, including calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D. If your gut is inflamed or imbalanced, you may not be absorbing the nutrients your bones desperately need. Paul, 70, didn't know any of this when he first tried miso soup. All he knew was that his doctor said he was shrinking, and not just in posture. He had lost 2 full inches in height since turning 60. His back ached. His digestion was sluggish. He was losing confidence on stairs. "I used to reach for canned chicken soup," he says. "Easy, salty, familiar, but it never left me feeling good." His daughter suggested miso. At first, he wasn't sure. It smelled funny, he admits. But within weeks of making his own broth with tofu cubes, wakame seaweed, scallions, and a spoonful of mellow white miso, he felt different, more grounded, less stiff in the morning, and more regular too. What Paul didn't realize is that miso was doing more than comforting his stomach. It was nourishing his bones. If you're new to miso, start slow. Look for organic fermented miso paste. Avoid the instant packets, which are often full of MSG and lack active cultures. Choose varieties like white miso, milder, or red miso, stronger. To preserve its probiotics, never boil miso. Instead, stir the paste into warm broth just before serving. For extra bone support, add tofu, plant-based calcium and protein, wakame seaweed, rich in iodine and trace minerals, and green onions for flavor and gut support. A warm bowl a day isn't just tradition, it's quiet protection. In Japan, miso isn't just food, it's part of the reason elders walk strong, even at 90. Have you ever tried natto or miso soup? Was it delicious, or did it take some getting used to? Tell us below. Your story might help someone else give it a try. Food number 3, Japanese purple sweet potato, Okinawan imo. When we think of strong bones, we rarely think of color, but deep inside a humble, violet-skinned root lies one of nature's most powerful defenders of bone health, anthocyanins, the vibrant purple pigments that give the Okinawan sweet potato its signature hue. Anthocyanins are a type of antioxidant that help protect bone-forming cells, osteoblasts, from oxidative stress and inflammation, two forces that silently erode bone mass as we age. At the same time, these antioxidants also reduce the activity of osteoclasts, the cells responsible for breaking down bone tissue. The result? A more stable balance between bone breakdown and repair. But that's just the beginning. Japanese purple sweet potatoes also contain potassium, a mineral that helps neutralize excess acid in the body. High acid levels, often caused by modern diets heavy in meat, processed foods, and coffee, can pull calcium out of bones in an attempt to restore balance. By buffering this acid load, potassium helps reduce calcium loss through urine, indirectly preserving bone density over time. And unlike refined carbs that spike blood sugar and worsen inflammation, these purple tubers offer slow-burning energy, fiber, and a natural sweetness that doesn't overwhelm the body. Frank, 68, didn't expect much when he swapped his white toast for roasted purple sweet potato. "Honestly, I just wanted to cut back on bread," he admits. But after a few weeks, he noticed something surprising. Fewer nighttime leg cramps, less knee stiffness after long walks, and a more even mood throughout the day. "I didn't crash after meals," he says, "and my joints didn't complain as much. In Okinawa, these potatoes are a daily staple. Elders eat them steamed, mashed, or roasted, often with no butter, no seasoning, just the root itself. This small dietary habit is believed to be one of the reasons Okinawans have the highest disability-free life expectancy in the world, meaning not just long life, but mobile, independent life. If you'd like to try it yourself, look for Okinawan or Japanese purple sweet potatoes at Asian supermarkets. Tip: they're different from the American variety, which is more starchy and less vibrant. Steam them gently or roast in the oven until soft. Avoid frying or adding sugar. They don't need it. Start with 2 to 3 servings per week. You'll get the antioxidant support your bones crave, along with benefits for your brain, heart, and digestion. One purple potato won't change everything overnight, but over time, it may help you walk stronger, stand taller, and live longer, just like the elders of Okinawa. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated diets. You need the truth and a few quiet changes that support your bones from the inside out. If you've tried natto, miso, or Okinawan sweet potato before, tell us what worked or what surprised you most. And if you haven't yet, choose one. Start small, but start today. Drop a comment below. What's one change you'll try this week? In our next video, we'll uncover one daily habit that silently weakens your spine, and it's something even doctors often overlook.